Before you die, watch this. 7. Stoic lessons you must learn. One day, you will take your last breath. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it's coming. The clock is ticking, and when that final moment arrives, there will be no second chances. So let me ask you something. Are you truly living, or are you just existing? Are you chasing things that won't matter in the end? Stressing over problems that won't even cross your mind on your deathbed? Wasting time as if you have an unlimited supply? Most people spend their lives worrying about the wrong things, seeking approval, fearing failure, letting their emotions control them. But the people who lived with clarity, with purpose, they knew something most of us forget. They understood Stoicism, not as an abstract philosophy, but as a way to live. A way to strip away the noise and focus on what truly matters. A way to face life and death with courage. And if you truly listen to what I'm about to share, it could change everything. Because these 7 lessons aren't just words. They are the difference between wasting your life and truly living it. So before you die, hear this. Lesson 1. Memento Mori. Remember, you will die. You don't have as much time as you think. Every second that passes is a second you'll never get back. One day your story will end. No warnings, no extra time, no do-overs. Yet, most people live like they have forever. They put things off. They say, one day I'll start that business. One day I'll tell them how I feel. One day I'll change. But what if one day never comes? The Stoics had a simple but powerful reminder. Memento Mori. Remember, you will die. This isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to wake you up. Because when you accept death, you stop wasting time. You stop being afraid of what people think. You stop waiting for the perfect moment. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, reminded himself, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. Because when time runs out, what will truly matter? The time you wasted scrolling on your phone? The grudges you held? The risks you never took? Or will it be the love you gave? The people you inspired? The moments you truly lived? If today were your last, would you be proud of how you lived? Or would you finally start living? Lesson 2. Amor Fati. Love your fate, no matter what. Life isn't fair. Things will go wrong. People will betray you. Plans will fall apart. You have 2 choices: fight reality and suffer, or embrace it and grow. The Stoics believed in Amor Fati. Love your fate, not just accept it, not just endure it, but embrace every single thing that happens to you, good or bad, as if you had chosen it. Because here's the truth. Everything that happens is shaping you. That heartbreak. It's teaching you what love really means. That failure, it's pointing you towards something greater. That struggle, it's making you stronger than you ever thought possible. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor, wrote that even in the darkest suffering, there is a choice to see meaning in the pain. Epictetus, once a slave, said, "Do not seek for things to happen the way you want them to. Rather, wish that what happens, happens as it should. Then you will be happy." When you stop resisting life and start embracing it, everything changes. So next time life doesn't go your way, don't ask, "Why me?" Ask, "How can I love this?" Because your struggles aren't obstacles. They are the way. Lesson 3. The Dichotomy of Control. Let go of what you can't control. Most of our suffering doesn't come from what happens to us. It comes from trying to control the uncontrollable. Think about it. How much of your stress comes from things you have no power over? What other people think of you? The past that can't be changed. The economy, the weather, the news, how someone treats you, yet we obsess. We replay moments. We waste energy worrying about things we cannot change. The Stoics had a simple rule: focus only on what is within your control. Let go of everything else. Epictetus, a former slave who became one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, said, "Some things are up to us, and some things are not. Focus only on what is within your power." So what is within your power? Your thoughts, your actions, your choices. That's it. Everything else is not up to you. Marcus Aurelius, an emperor who ruled the most powerful empire in the world, knew this truth. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. So the next time you find yourself drowning in worry, ask, can I control this? Can I change it? If not, why am I letting it control me? Because the more you let go of the things you can't control, the more power you have over the things you can. And that's where true freedom begins. Lesson 4. The obstacle is the way. Challenges are your greatest strength. Most people see obstacles as problems. The Stoics saw them as opportunities. Marcus Aurelius wrote one of the most powerful lines in Stoic philosophy: "What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, whatever is blocking you is actually showing you the path forward. You lost your job? Maybe it's time to start the thing you've always wanted. You failed. That failure is teaching you what you need to succeed. You're struggling? That struggle is building strength, resilience, and wisdom. The greatest people in history didn't avoid obstacles. They used them. Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team before becoming a legend. J.K. Rowling was rejected 12 times before Harry Potter became a global success. Their struggles didn't stop them. Their struggles made them. The Stoics believed that the problem is never the obstacle itself. It's your reaction to it. You can let difficulties break you, or you can ask, what is this teaching me? How can I use this? How can I turn this obstacle into my advantage? Because your greatest challenges aren't stopping you. They are shaping you into the person you are meant to be. Lesson 5. Ego is the enemy. Humility over pride. The biggest thing standing in your way isn't failure. It's your ego. Ego is what makes people refuse to learn, ignore advice, and think they already have all the answers. It blinds you, makes you fragile, and sets you up for failure. Think about it. How many times has arrogance led to someone's downfall? The athlete who thought they didn't need to train harder until they lost. The business leader who refused to listen until their company collapsed. The artist who stopped improving until they faded into obscurity. The Stoics understood that humility is power. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful emperor in the world, reminded himself daily, "You are just a man. You will die." Stay grounded. No matter how much you achieve, never assume you've arrived. Keep learning. Keep growing. The moment you think you're too good to improve, you've already started falling. The way to fight ego? Seek criticism, not just praise. Admit when you're wrong, without excuses. Always be a student, no matter how much success you find, because the strongest, most successful people don't let their ego control them. They stay humble, and that's why they keep winning. Lesson 6. Speak little, do much. Wisdom. Through action. Talk is cheap. Action is everything. How many people do you know who constantly talk about what they're going to do, yet never do it? I'm going to start working out. I'm going to start my business. I'm going to change my life. A year later, they're in the same place, still talking. The Stoics had no patience for empty words. Epictetus put it simply, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. That means stop telling people what you're going to do. Just do it. You don't need to announce your goals to the world. You don't need approval or validation. You just need to take action. While others are making excuses, you should be making progress. Ask yourself, are you just talking, or are you actually doing? Are you chasing approval, or are you chasing results? When was the last time your actions spoke louder than your words? Because in the end, it's not what you say that matters. It's what you do. Lesson 7. Live with virtue. The only legacy that matters. At the end of your life, no one will remember how much money you made, how many followers you had, or what titles you held. They will remember who you were, the kind of person you chose to be, the way you treated people, the impact you left behind. The Stoics believed that living with virtue is the highest goal, not wealth, not fame, not success. Marcus Aurelius put it simply, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Every day you have choices, to lie or tell the truth, to be selfish or be generous, to hold on to resentment or forgive. And those choices, they define you. It doesn't matter how powerful or successful you become if you lack integrity. No one remembers a corrupt billionaire. But they do remember the people who lived with wisdom, courage, and kindness. Seneca said, "What you do in life echoes in eternity." So, when your time comes, when you take your final breath, what will you leave behind? A life filled with selfishness, regret, and wasted time, or a life of purpose, honor, and impact? Because in the end, it's not about what you take with you, it's about what you leave behind. Conclusion. If this were your last day, one day, you will wake up for the last time. You will send your last message. You will hear your last song. You will hug someone for the last time without even knowing it. But today is not that day. Today you have a choice. To live with urgency, because time is short. To embrace every moment because nothing lasts forever. To chase what truly matters before it's too late. The Stoics didn't just teach philosophy. They gave us a blueprint for how to live fully. Memento Mori, remember you will die, don't waste time. Amor Fati, love your fate. Everything happens for a reason. The Dichotomy of Control, let go of what you can't change. The obstacle is the way. Your struggles make you stronger. Ego is the enemy. Stay humble, keep learning. Speak little, do much. Actions, not words, define you. Live with virtue. In the end, your character is your legacy. So, don't wait. Don't waste another second on things that won't matter in the end. Go. Live. Because before you die, make sure you've truly lived.